Hey friends, it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. I hope you've had a great day. It's Tuesday and we're home. Is it Tuesday? No, is it Wednesday? Well, this is Saturday. I can't even look at my calendar because I ain't got my watch on and I'm on my phone. I have no idea what day it is. That is pitiful. That is how crazy my life is. I have no clue what day it is, but I'm glad to be home. I can tell you that. It's been a wild one. It's been a bad one. And I'm home and excited to cook. I'm going to cook and eat, and I'm going to enjoy my night. Come hell or high water, I'm going to have a great night. And we are making an awesome, easy, delicious dinner, guys. We're making a dill pickle chicken bite. Yes, a dill pickle chicken bite. It's so yummy. This is actually the second time I've made it, so I'm excited to make it again. And we're also going to make some fried cheese. So we're going to do a fried cheese pickle, like a fried pickle. We're going to do a fried pickle. I can't even talk. We're going to have a fried pickle and a dill pickle chicken bite. So we're doing all the pickles tonight. And look what we're going to dip these bad boys in. I bought a sugar-free G. Hughes clucking chicken. Somebody told me about clucking chicken sauce, so I'm excited about trying this out tonight for the first time. We love G. Hughes. Susie says it's Tuesday. Thank y'all. Thank you for telling me. It feels like it's Saturday all over again. I got enough in for today to last me all week long. You can still hear my voice. Still got some sinus crap. I still have a headache. I'm still tired. It's like any woman, when you wake up and you're a mom, you have to be a mom. You have to be a boss. You have to go to work. You have to cook. You have to clean. You just have to keep on going, right? So sometimes we just keep on going until we can't go no more. I feel like I'm almost there. But I can't get rid of the sinus crap. It's driving me crazy. But we are going to show you how easy it is to make this fast dinner, which is great because it's almost 7 o'clock. I just got home. And I actually waited a few minutes because the first thing you got to do is marinate your chicken. So I took chicken nuggets. I took chicken tenders and I cut them into nugget-sized bites. And what we did is we put them in a bowl of dill pickle juice. So that's it. We just got our chicken in a bowl of dill pickle juice. And I let that marinate for 30 minutes. If you're smart, you want to marinate it for as long as you can. An hour is great. But the first time I cooked these, I only marinated them for 30 minutes because I didn't have time. So this time I'm doing it 30 minutes because I ain't got time. So we're just going to mix this up in a few minutes. It's been sitting for 30 minutes. And then I've got me a little egg wash. So I've got some heavy cream and 2 eggs, like a splash of heavy cream, 2 eggs. Let me get a fork. I forgot to get one. All right. As a woman, people think that everything is great. I'm back. But in behind the scenes, sometimes you just ain't all there, right? So I know people make a lot of fun of what we call COVID brain, but it's real. I'm telling you, I've done the stupidest things over the last week. Lost the things that I never would have lost before. Couldn't even remember my dog's name. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm so glad that I've recovered from COVID, and I'm not making fun because I know I have a lot of followers on here who have lost loved ones to sickness that includes COVID. So not making fun at all. I'm telling you that the struggle's real. All right, so we've got our chicken marinated in pickle juice. We just created an egg wash. And the last thing you need for this simple recipe is pork rinds. I crushed pork rinds. So I'm using my favorite pork rind. This is my absolute favorite brand. You can use any of them. But you can use my favorite brand, which is Max. I love Max. They have an original. They have salt and pepper, which is my all-time favorite. They have barbecue. They have ghost pepper. They have all kinds of seasonings. I love Max. So what I did is put some Max pork rinds inside a Ziploc bag. And then I took my rolling pin and I just crushed them into a fine powder. So that is going to be the crust for my chicken. And I might have to do some more, so I kept that out handy. So we have our pork rinds on a plate. We have our chicken here marinated in dill pickle juice. And we have my air fryer open because we're going to use an air fryer. Guys, this takes 15 to 20 minutes, if that long. Like your chicken does not take long at all when you cut it into nugget-sized bites, which is why I do it. You don't have to. You can use chicken tenders. You can use chicken breasts. But we're doing chicken nuggets. All right, we're going to throw the chicken inside the egg wash. Just a few pieces at a time. And then we're going to roll them around in my pork rinds, and then we're just going to put it right into the air fryer basket. So I'm just going to roll it around. Your hands do get nasty, it's okay. Roll it around, stick it in the air fryer basket. I'm going to show you what these look like in a few minutes. I'm going to roll a few of them. Now, the finer you get your pork rinds, the better it is for your crust. And a lot of people ask me all the time, if you don't like grated Parmesan cheese, what can you use for your air fryer crust? Pork rinds. I love crushed pork rinds for the air fryer. I just don't use them nearly as much. And I'm going to start using them more often, just so you guys can see a variation. It makes the same dish. The pork rinds just make I guess a crispier crust sometimes, depending on how long you cook it. It also can make your crust soggy if you don't cook it long enough. All right, just moving this around. I definitely am going to have some more pork rinds. Now you can season this with salt and pepper if you want to. I just don't see the need. The dill pickle is the perfect seasoning for this chicken dinner. And we have our dipping sauce. So we're going to use GU's Cluckin' Chicken Sauce tonight. I love GU's sauces. He's got lots of different ones. I love his honey mustard. The Polynesian is so yummy. I like to mix it with hot sauce though. So I do a little Polynesian because it's like sweet, and then I put some hot sauce in it. Woo, it's so good, so good. All right, so we're just rolling these chickens around in my pork rinds. I'm going to show you in just a second what it looks like. Now, when you put them in your air fryer, you definitely don't want to crowd these. You don't want to lay them on top of each other because you want them to kind of crisp up. If they're touching each other, the pork rinds are just going to connect together, and it's not going to crisp up like you want. All right, so I'm just rolling it around. I'm going to do a few more, and then I'll show you what this looks like. The awesome thing about this dinner, because I'm making it super easy, is we're going to cook these chicken nuggets. While the chicken nuggets are cooking, we're going to make our fried cheese. I don't know why I keep saying fried cheese. It's fried pickles. We're going to make our fried pickles while these are cooking. So we're using the dill pickle and the dill pickle juice. Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want too much pickle. You can do any kind of side dish you want. You can do salad with your chicken nuggets. You can do anything you like. Oh, these are looking good. Just bite-sized chicken nuggets. Do a couple more, and then I gotta make some more pork rinds. Wash my hands and make more pork rinds. So you can see how I roll these out with my rolling pin if you want to. Fast, easy, delicious dinner. I guess you probably could marinate these overnight. I just never think about it in time to do so. I might do that next time just to see if they give them even more flavor. I'm sure they would. It's just been sitting in pickle juice for about 30 minutes. Haley, if you're watching, you got another present in the mail. There's a package in here that says Haley Dove Fragile on it. She's been getting wedding gifts in the mail at my house. Haley had the cutest gifts at her last bridal shower that her future mother-in-law put on for her. Oh my goodness, she got the cutest gifts. If you guys live local to Jackson, Tennessee, you want to go visit Sam's Florist, they have the cutest gifts. I never in a million years knew they had all that stuff in their gift shop. I mean, the cutest things. All right, I'm almost done with this batch, so I got to make me some more pork rinds, and I'll show you what these look like. All right, let me wash my hands. All right, this is what they look like thus far, and I still have half a basket to go. So look how pretty they are. You see the pork rinds, they're just crushed pork rinds with an egg wash and pickle juice. Just marinate in pickle juice, egg washed, and put in your pork rinds. And I just rolled them around in my pork rinds. So let me show you how I do that because I need some more. These are wet and I have to throw them away. All right, we're going to put pork rinds into our bag. This is actually advice that one of my friends from Facebook actually told me to do, because the way I was doing it before is I was putting them in my food processor, and that makes a big mess. I hate messes. Y'all know I don't like to clean. So this is much quicker and cleaner. You just put them in your Ziploc bag and then take your rolling pin and roll it out. Now, I haven't been doing it on that on a stove top. We'll put it over here on the counter. It's easier making it. other way to crush your pork rinds, let me know. I know they actually have a crushed pork rind jar. Like you can already buy them crushed for topping, for breading. But I usually just do my own. So I've got one that won't crush. Ah. Got those hard crunchy ones. They don't crunch as easy. Perfect. All right, and then we just throw them in our plate. So roll out some more. There's one hard crunchy one in there. I'm sure I'll run across it in a minute. I need to throw that one away when I see it. There it is. That'll break somebody's tooth. All right, so we're going back to the egg wash. We're just gonna put a few more chicken nuggets in the egg wash and then roll them around into the pork rinds. I usually just do a few at a time to make sure they get washed really good. This just helps the pork rinds stick, of course. Some of those are not as thin as the other ones were. I have more pork rinds in the cabinet, so no worries. I usually don't use a whole bag, but I did use 2 full packages of the chicken tenders. So I took chicken tenders and just cut them into a chicken nugget size. You can do a full chicken breast or chicken tenders if you want to. I just feel like these cook much faster, makes it easier other than you're having to roll a bunch of them instead of a few. But that's all right. Ricky really enjoyed these the last time we cooked them, so he was excited that he saw it on the menu for this week because that boy's been sneaking my menus. He wants to know what's on the menus. Used to, he'd say, I don't care. And now he's like requesting things and sneaking at my menu. All right. My hands are so sticky. Not rolling really good. That's a bigger one. Now the goal is to make sure you don't have excess egg. If you have excess egg, it just makes all of this really hard to roll. You want these pork rinds to stay dry. And you don't want to overcrowd, like I said. You don't want to overcrowd your air fryer. Trying to keep one hand clean, but it ain't happening. All right, so I think I'm doing my first batch. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking these bad boys, and then we're gonna keep rolling some more. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. We're gonna move on to the cheese, the fried pickles in a few minutes. I've got my oven on 350, my air fry. It's always on air fry setting. And I got my air fryer set to 350, and I always keep mine on air fry. You don't have to. If you want to use it for other purposes, you certainly can. But that's what I do. Guys, if you didn't see today, it's Pruitt's birthday, which means it's our birthday because they're offering us an awesome sale today on seasonal flavors like watermelon sweets, like Groovy Grape, Wild Tiger, Berry Enchanted. All the awesome seasonal flavors are available right now, unless they've sold out until tomorrow night. And their birthday is actually not until, when they say September 6th, but they want to go ahead and celebrate early. So I'm gonna wash my hands. We're gonna go ahead and make some cheese. I'm gonna turn my oven warmer on, so when this first batch comes out, we can just put it in the oven to keep them warm while I finish this up, because Ricky's outside mowing the grass anyway. All right, we're gonna take our mini waffle maker tonight, a little shuffle maker. Instead of doing it the way I did the first time I did these, I made little individual fried pickles. It took a long time because there was too many. This time I'm just gonna make it into my waffle iron, so we're gonna have 2 for Ricky, 2 for me. If he wants more, I'll cook him more. But we're just gonna have a big fried pickle instead of the little small chips. Let me turn my oven warmer on. And let me get my cheese out of the fridge. Alright, so the secret I've learned with fried pickles is you do not need a lot of cheese. You just need a little tiny bit of cheese. The more cheese you have, the thicker it is, so it doesn't taste like a crisp fried pickle. It tastes like a cheese log. You only need a little bit of cheese to make this fried pickle shuffle, essentially is what this is. We're waiting on this to heat up, and what we're gonna do is take our pickles. I got some pickles over here on a paper towel just to kind of dry them out a little bit. You don't have to, I probably will use more than this. We're gonna put a tiny, tiny bit of cheese in our waffle maker. We're gonna put the pickles on the cheese, and then we're gonna do a tiny, tiny bit extra cheese on top and close this bad boy up. We're gonna cook it for about 4 minutes. Don't have my watch on today, I forgot it. So I might have to set a timer on my phone if it'll let me. I'm gonna go ahead and crush up some more of these because I got another batch to do. But I'm gonna show you how fast it is to make these fried pickles and the dill pickle chicken bites. Delicious, guys. If you're still watching, I'm curious, what are your favorite GU's dipping sauces? I love them. If you don't like GU's, I'm curious what dipping sauces you do use. Share that too. The bottom of the bag so they're all crunchy. It's not working good. Perfect. All right, we're waiting just a couple of minutes. I think my little light's gonna turn green when it's heated up good. Or maybe it turns red, I can't remember. I haven't used this in a while. I love this shuffle maker. It's got 4 compartments, so you can make 4 at the same time. I used to use 2 mini ones. You can do 2 at a time, but you have 2 machines to clean. This one's just a bigger machine to clean. You still got to clean it. I would think that it's green. When it's green, it says go. So we're going to wait just a couple more minutes. It only takes a couple of minutes for this to heat up. What? Brittany Jamerson? Are you saying you rape kids? Okay, she's deleted. Block Brittany Jammers. What in the world? There's some crazies out there in this world. Glad I saw that now instead of later. All right. I'm looking to see if you guys have any questions for me. I see some, and I'm going to come back and read them in just a second when we set this timer. So I set the chicken timer for 10 minutes. We're going to check it out and see if they're done. If they're done, great. If not, we'll turn them back on for a second. All right. For the fried pickles, a very little bit of cheese, not much at all. You don't need a lot. Just a very little bit of cheese. I did not spray this. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Ooh, that thing's hot. It is hot. Maybe I should put a little bit extra cheese on this one. This is bigger than the little muffin pans. Woo, hot, hot, hot. All right, now we're going to put some pickles on here pretty quickly. You can do as many as you want to. And if Ricky wants more of these, I'll make him some more. I might not have put enough cheese. This is my first time doing them with the dash, with the waffle maker like this, so I might not have put enough. It may actually end up sticking. If it does, lesson learned. Everybody has to have a first time. And then we're going to put a little bit more cheese on top of the pickles. Close it up and set a timer.